Welcome to W200. My name's David Morgan and I've tutored on this course since it first started. I'm sure you'll find it very interesting. I certainly have. The one thing about law is that it's never static, and on any day you can find lots of legal issues in the newspapers and on the television news. As well as welcoming you to this course, I thought it might be useful to say something about our studies, the resources available to you, and how to make the most effective use of your time. In addition to your manuals and textbooks, you have access to the law reports, online tutorials, and other materials via the computer. I will send additional handouts as the course progresses. And as well as our tutorials, I intend to produce some short videos covering key points from each tutorial. So if you can't make a tutorial, I'll summarise major points about forthcoming reading, about the TMAs just done, and the TMA to come. But if you can make each tutorial, it'll give you a chance to discuss and raise questions and share experiences with fellow students. And the videos will be there as a reminder of what we've covered. It'll help your study to preview the course, look at the subjects that you're going to be dealing with, and when they come up. Drawing a map of the journey ahead will help you make the connections which will be the foundation for your revision. This course covers a number of traditional subjects. We'll start off by looking at what's called English legal system. We'll look at the framework of the courts, we'll look at precedent, we'll look at statutory interpretation, we'll look at that basic building blocks of the English legal system. We'll then have a period where we do some short tasters into constitutional law, criminal law, contract and tort, subjects that you'll look at in much greater detail in future courses, but will give you a good solid grounding in those subjects and give you an idea of what they're all about. And then we move on to a major part of the course, which is European Union law. Now that's not to be confused with European human rights law, which is entirely different, although the press tend to treat it as if it were the same thing. It very much isn't, and I will stress this point throughout the course. So if you hear on the news that the European Court has said something, ask yourself, is it the EU Court in Luxembourg or is it the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg? They're different organisations and they cover very different material. So we look at that, we will look at how the law is made, how it's administered, and specific areas of law such as obligations to contract and tort, and free movement of goods, free movement of persons, and other substantive areas in the European Union. The best way to learn is to be constantly making connections between what you've already learnt and particularly the law in the real world. And as I said before, there's lots in the news on any day. Immerse yourself. Now, I don't mean by that get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, read your manuals and textbooks until 11 o'clock at night. Great luxury if we could do that. But be thinking about the subjects, applying the rules to real life circumstances, discussing with friends and fellow students. Again, using now computers, there are opportunities to be in touch in a way that when this course first started, it wasn't possible. Well, I look forward to meeting you and working with you as this course progresses. Thank you.